These are the two most popular games getting millions of players daily. But what if we combined the two and turned it into Dead Garden? Yeah, I couldn't come up with a better name. So let's begin by making a simple train. Now first I made this moving platform, but the track looked pretty boring. So I made an actual model for it, and now it looks much better. So you could drive until the end, and once you reach the end, it just stops. I then made the train model, which wasn't similar to the actual one, and I colored it, and here's what it looked like. But now for the most exciting part, which is turning it into a garden. So you're gonna be able to grow a bunch of fruits just like in the actual game. And now that we have the full train model, I made it so that you can actually drive the whole thing, and it looked much better than just a moving platform. Now moving on to the crop growing system, while making it, it was pretty buggy and I did have some problems. But before fixing that, I made a simple track generation script, and now we pretty much had an infinite track. But of course we're not gonna have infinite fuel, so I worked on a simple display which is gonna show how much fuel you have, along with the exact number of fuel. Now to make the train look even better, I put this part inside of it, and I used the only smoke image I have. And this is what it's gonna look like. I also made it go backwards to look even better. And this will only be enabled when the train is moving. So after some scripting, I made the fuel actually work, and now it slowly goes down. And once it reaches 0, of course your train is gonna stop. Now back to the crop growing system. So when you hover your mouse on the soil, there's an indicator, and when you click, it plants the crop and it starts growing. I also fixed the problem where the position wasn't working properly. So now, if we drive all the way to 0 fuel, our train should eventually start slowing down and coming to a stop. But now what we can do is we can actually collect the crops, and we're gonna use them as fuel for the train. Now there were also gold and rainbow variants, as well as the scale, which affects how much fuel they give you. So the normal carrot gives you 5 fuel only. But how do we actually get the seeds? So I hopped onto DeadRails to take a closer look at the map, specifically the houses, because I wanted to make one that was similar to it, and it's where you are gonna find seeds. So I started placing these spawn parts around, which is basically gonna be where the seeds are able to spawn. And there was also this small table because why not? Now similar to the track generation, I also started working on a map generation. And just like that, we had a pretty much infinite map. Well, without any houses. So that's what I did next, and now it was a proper map. But if we go in one of the houses, the seeds didn't spawn yet. So using the same system once again, I spawned seeds. And to make them look even better, I added a tween to them. So now they spin and they bob up and down. And you could also pick them up, of course. So if we go back to our train, we can actually plant the seeds now, and just like that we have infinite fuel. But that was just one of the methods that you're gonna be able to get seeds from, which is loot houses. Now the second one was to kill zombies. So using the Roblox free zombies, because well, it would take too long to make my own, they already followed you, but you didn't have any weapon to kill them. So I made a pretty simple shovel model, and I used the Roblox sword and just switched out the model for the shovel to make it actually work. And just like that you could kill the zombies. But now they had to drop the seeds, which was pretty easy to implement, just like the ones in the houses. And just like that you can pick it up and of course plant it. Now one thing I forgot to add was the regrowable crops like the eggplant or blueberries. And yeah. Now when I got the plant finally working, it was really weird. And somehow the train starts moving whenever I hold the eggplant. So I basically had infinite fuel, I guess. And after a while, I finally got it working, and now you could actually grab the eggplant. I even got lucky and got a rainbow one, which of course is gonna fill my fuel all the way to the max. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe.